Welcome to business. Now, almost 6 billion cedis has been given out to financial support to commercial banks as at the end of 2017. This was contained in the Bank of Ghana's statistics report, which looked at the regulator's financial transactions for last year. There's more in this report.
The report showed that at the end of December 2016, loans the central bank advanced, including those of banks said to be in financial distress, stood at 5.5 billion cedis. The amount reduced significantly at the middle of last year and started going up again to almost 6 billion cedis ending December 2017. A trend analysis of these numbers shows from September last year to December 2017, the stock of loans shot up by more than 1 billion cedis, an indication that more banks were turning to the regulator for support, or let's say one or two banks were demanding more support. For instance, the central bank recently said it has over the last 2 years advanced over 2.2 billion cedis in liquidity support. For some, this may give all of us an indication of how the current challenges in the banking sector is costing Bank of Ghana. However, sources close to the regulator say these monies are not free cash and would be paid back.
Now, senior partner at AB David & Co., David Ofosu-Dorte, is reiterating the call on the private sector to get involved in government policies that seek to promote local businesses. According to him, the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda by the new administration is a laudable idea which can only be achieved with the keen involvement of the private sector. David Ofosu-Dorte made the call at the Joy FM Thought Leadership Seminar under the theme Ghana Beyond Aid, the Common Man's Perspective.
A policy like planting for food and jobs is too long. The ordinary person, but planting for food and jobs is actually operation feed yourself in one way or the other and adding value to it. We always miss the ordinary man. We must make the policy so simple that if I arrive at the airport, the taxi driver should tell me if he's speaking Twi. You see, Ghana, we are saying that's what center of the world means. I was pleased when I flew to Kumasi on Monday, an hour on the flight, they spoke Twi to tell you how not to smoke in the aircraft. Every word was spoken in Twi. So you don't alienate the quote and unquote those who cannot speak English from flying. Why do we do that to ourselves? That's 80% of the population we are dealing with. So if we can bring Ghana Beyond Aid to the ordinary coconut seller, he will understand that Ghana Beyond Aid simply means even you, the individual, should be able to create wealth. And when you create wealth, at the place you are creating wealth, I will bring a POS and you will pay taxes. And then when you get a national ID card, the national ID card will include the situation where you have a TIN number and GRA will collect its tax from you. And that when you pay taxes, create a situation and ensure that your MP doesn't go to parliament and easy to buy a 4-wheel drive. Because at times, we think that things are not connected. In 2025, we will have continental free trade agreement. And all this that Mr. Kulijesi is complaining about, it may get worse if the ordinary people don't get involved now. If he wants equity law, we do have an equity law in the field of LI 2204, which is for the oil and gas sector. But you can demand it everywhere. I have heard the president say he's demanding 51% for the quote and unquote the private sector participation in ECG. I'm here to see how private sector are aggressive trying to take that 51%. Maybe private sector should go to the president and say, yes, we want the 50%, 51%, but probably give us a 10% on carried interest, and therefore we don't have to raise the 51%. And let's practice this the way the Malaysians did it, and give us a spread as to how long it will take for us to get to the 41%. Private sector is sitting down looking for money from Busak. I have met private sector businessmen who are afraid that Busak is also backing out in 2020, and they cannot hold workshops.
Away from that, Upswing Music Company Limited, a local music distribution firm in Ghana, has opened its Yamaha showroom in Accra. Managing Director Joseph Mbroko-Ewol has been speaking about the company's plans to establish training centers within Ghana's polytechnics to boost local content in the manufacturing of musical products here in Ghana.
If you're looking at an opportunity to even adapt certain particular polytechnic institutions where we'd actually adopt the electronics department and they become a part of the team. What are we going to do with that? We are looking at a scenario where very simple components like the capacitors and the building of the board, motherboards and other things could be manufactured here, because those things are not rocket science. Those are things that can easily be developed. If you're going into the R&D part of the business where they actually research into the product design, definitely they would want to protect their intellectual property along those lines. But we believe that the other side, where it has to do with manufacturing very simple components, could be done within country. That is our view in entering the market. And I think that with the support that they are willing to give, we should be able to break the ground to create a business within our country for that to happen. I'm saying this confidently because I've been around the music space for some time, and I have seen that there are instances where people have manufactured speaker boxes, at least, and they work. I've seen people manufacture amplifiers, and they work. What we haven't done very well is in the musical equipment side, which I think is a transferable technology, and therefore once we've been able to build capacity and build confidence within the people that are doing the electronic side, i.e. the speakers and the speakers, the amplifiers and the speaker processing units, should be able to move them from the base of that confidence to build on the musical instruments, yes. And then we believe that visibility is key, but also we find a situation where the business in supplying musical equipment and speakers are actually in a very crowded environment within the Zongo lane, and it makes it very difficult to find access. So
and that's business for now. More business at midday. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji. Coming up next is sports.